You gotta no. You gotta join a fucking affiliation first. They gave me the Hawks logo.
South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And this drive will begin with a run from H.A. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now what a first down pickup of 8. The Dolphins at 5-4 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it's much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
This nigga's on my I got badges this year.
23 yards, the final tally. A-Chain on 1st and 10. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And they'll run here with A-Chain. And he will take it in for Dolphins touchdown. A-Chain with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Garoppolo go lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. To throw is Garoppolo. too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That was one of the successes. Don't expect them to back away from attacking.
This nigga here.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And they find the open man. That's complete. Jones breaking from the contact. And it'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for Vegas. 57 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Garoppolo to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On second down, Jacobs trying to run inside. Nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. Back to the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is. And let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice. This is good. They're starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the back.
Pressure gets there, and Chandler is going to be taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And the punter bailing on now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
2, 2, 1, Omaha.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain
the big fella. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Michael Mayer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, alert! 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 Stand high!
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. To the left side, there's Mayer. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the Dolphins 11-yard line. 13, 11.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here's Jacobs, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Getting to the ball behind the line was Xavier Howard. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here we go.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
21. 6.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
12, fellas, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ready.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Let's go. Watch it, Oscar. Ready.
Now Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Sixty-five. Flag! Set!
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. It's a gain of 10. First down, Raiders.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Open man right side, Myers. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Jacobs looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here we go. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Hey, alert! 11.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So off is Garoppolo, and in comes Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. The kick by Carlson is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. On play action, here's Tua. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Returnable here from the 38. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
21.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Hey, gun.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first down.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jacorian Bennett has it, and the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
21. 21.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
11. Clock. 2. 1. Omaha. Hey, alert. 13.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. On play action, now Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. Broken tackle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
11. I got you.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the 2nd half is now underway. The returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the 1st half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done
JT thought that's going to be one of the best places you can use.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
All right, come on.
H.A. now up the middle. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 60 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hey, let's go.
Right back to A-Chain on 2nd down. Pushing through the contact. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Get set. 20, TX. 21G, 21G.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, gun. 21. Set hunt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line.
11.
Garoppolo's going to change the play.
At the 2-yard line.
6. Set hunt.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Man open, here is Jones. And they work this out past the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
12, fellas, here we go. Flag! Stay hot!
Garoppolo now. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this returnable for Hill. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Hey, time out two! Time out two! Time out two! Ready?
On second down, Tua. Open man is Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. H8 on the counter, and he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Being chased out left. And now here's another interception. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
12, 65, 65. 21. Here we go.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. Work in the middle of the field. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Looking to pass. Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Ready.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Ready, shot.
Here's 2nd and 10.
20 TX.
A-Chain gets it from the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Counter play with Jacobs. Oh, look at the juke. And now off to the races down the right side. 67 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Garoppolo gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
21. Here we go.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Adams the man in motion right. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Dolphins 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Go ahead.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And now the rookie's free. He may go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon A-Chain with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The two are going to try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Garoppolo going to change the look here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. 88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4.
11.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll roll on first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
21.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
65.
Here's Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
How many I got over there, yo?
Drive so far. It's 1st and 10.